If someone told you that the forest beneath your feet, the village where you live day and night, is actually a gigantic spacecraft traveling through outer space, how would you feel? At this very moment, Daniel is facing such a mental collapse. Through the ship's porthole, he sees with his own eyes the blue planet Earth drifting farther and farther away from him, and the man beside him, whom he has always respectfully addressed as father, now looks at him with the gaze one might use on merchandise, and casually utters a sentence that freezes Daniel's soul.
Slaves.
The priest says that their species has been observed for a long time. They are hardworking, easy to train, and very obedient under specific conditions. Their only flaw is a slight tendency toward violence and rebellion. But that's not a problem. These traits can be completely eliminated through selective breeding over several generations. When this spacecraft reaches its destination in 500 years, they will harvest 100,000 perfectly docile, obedient slaves who can also generate profit. Daniel's mind goes completely blank. He cannot understand how he, who clearly joined this paradise in pursuit of faith and rebirth, has instead become part of the first batch of breeding stock in a slave farming plan spanning several centuries. And all of this began with that school bus heading toward the promised land. The story starts with hope and farewell. Daniel and his wife Beth, along with a group of people tired of their old lives, excitedly run toward a school bus. They abandon everything from the past: jobs, property, even cigarettes that symbolize worldly desires. Their destination is a community called the Promised Land, a utopia led by a highly charismatic priest. Here, there is no urban noise, no work pressure, only a peaceful life earned through faith and labor. Among the group is a man named Thomas, who seems out of place. He is skeptical of everything, secretly keeps his apartment and car, and leaves himself a way out. He bluntly asks what kind of strange cult this really is. The priest does not get angry. Instead, he offers a promise. If Thomas is dissatisfied, he can leave within 30 days, and the priest himself will escort him down the mountain. This promise temporarily dispels Thomas's doubts. The school bus bumps along a forest path. The passengers sing hymns, and every face is filled with longing for a new life. But then something strange happens. Holding his staff, the priest causes it to emit a dazzling light, and everyone instantly loses consciousness and falls into a deep sleep. When they wake up, they are already in the village. As for the long journey in between, how the bus passed through that vast sea of forest, no one can remember, but this small doubt is quickly overwhelmed by the joy of their new lives. The community truly resembles paradise. People are self-sufficient, working at sunrise and resting at sunset, each carrying faith in their hearts. Daniel and Beth welcome their first child here, William. The birth of the child strengthens Daniel's belief that he has chosen the brightest path for his family. However, the calm is soon broken. The priest tells them that to welcome the new generation of the community, he needs to take little William away to conduct a private, mysterious ritual attended only by himself, God, and the child. Despite their unease, out of absolute trust in the priest, the couple agrees. The priest takes the baby away, leaving the parents full of worry. 1 hour later, the child is returned, and everything seems normal. But when Daniel checks the baby, he discovers in horror a strange mark on the back of William's neck, one that had never been there before. This discovery pierces Daniel's heart like a poisoned thorn. He goes to Thomas, now a council member of the community, and shares his concerns. Thomas believes it is nothing more than paranoid thoughts caused by excessive postpartum stress. That night, Daniel witnesses something even more disturbing. The priest walks alone into the forest. At a glowing totem, his staff lights up, and he is lifted into the sky by a beam of light, disappearing completely. Fear takes total control of Daniel. He grabs his wife and child and decides to flee this bizarre place immediately. They travel day and night through the forest. Just as they are about to see the light of escape, Daniel crashes headfirst into an invisible wall of air. No matter how he touches it, he cannot pass through this transparent barrier. It turns out the entire community is covered by a massive invisible force field. They are birds in a cage. At this moment, an unexpected person appears. Jacob, the man who had quit smoking.